Does the idea of posting a video on LinkedIn feel overwhelming to you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a simple workflow I've created that can help you post and share your video on LinkedIn to attract more clients. Hi, I'm Robert Arnott, the video wizard, and how we're going to do this workflow is starting with the phone, where we have edited the video in VN Editor, and we're going to then get a few pieces and we're going to send it over to the LinkedIn desktop app. I'm going to show you how to do that right. Okay, so um, what I'll be doing is showing you the individual steps I'm going to be taking. And so right now, what I've done is in order to get a custom thumbnail, which is important because the LinkedIn mobile does not allow you to choose a custom thumbnail. And so we're going to be using the desktop version. But in order to get that image, we have to extract it from VN Editor. And since VN doesn't have an actual, like just press a button and have it export that frame that you're seeing, what we're going to do is I'm going to just to the right of the image you see on the screen, there's the expand arrows. And so I'm going to tap it, and that's going to expand it. And then in order to get rid of the um, like the timeline and so forth that's at the bottom, I'm just tapping on the image and it cleans everything up. Okay. And so let's go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the on off button and the volume up button, and it's going to create an image and send it down. And what's interesting is even though you see the image with a bit of black lines on the side right now, on my phone it's the full width. So what we just did was we did the first piece of getting the thumbnail. And so what I need to do now is to go ahead and go to the camera roll, which is where that got stored. So let's go over to the camera and to tap. If you were to look under the picture, there is a like three lines like for adjusting. So I'm going to tap that, and it opens up where I'm going to be able to crop. Because the thing is, the image has black above it and below it, and I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to tap just at the very bottom right. It says crop, and that opens up the cropping bars. And in order to not just, I want that to be correct as far as the 9 by 16. I'm going to just to the right of the word auto, there's a few rectangles and tap that. And so that opens up on the bottom, from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom. And so I'm going to slide over to where it says 916, and I'm going to tap that. And you see how that just actually it lined up the size of that cropping image, and it does look like it's just a little bit needing to go up. So there is my perfectly cropped image. And so now I hit done. And now we have in the camera roll, it's saved in my camera roll. And what I want to do is, again, um, you'll see it on your phone, not on this screen, but below there is the upload button. And so it'll take me as soon as I do that to the upload. And I'm going to upload to where it says Drive, Google Drive, and then I'm going to upload to a folder on my drive called LinkedIn Videos. And so now that we have the thumbnail stored in that folder, we're going to then go ahead and in VN, we're going to export the video we've saved, and we're going to add it to that folder, and that will get us over to the desktop. And so let's go ahead and show you side by side how I do that. So here we are, and then in the top right is the upload button. And so if I hit upload, and it's going to give me first the settings, which is 1080p at 30 frames per second. And if I hit export, it's going to export and go through, and then it'll ask me where it's been exported. I'm going to need to know where it's going to go. And so on the export screen, there's the other button, and I have the choice of my- one of the things is the drive, the Google Drive. I want to send this to the Google Drive. And so there's that. There's the upload, and I want to go at the bottom instead of just my drive. I want to go to LinkedIn videos and so have then the video demo file I just put the thumbnail into. And so I'm going to tap that and then do save here. It says at the bottom, save here, and then upload. And I'll come back once it's done uploading. Okay, so we have now finished what we needed to do on the mobile device and transferred the thumbnail and the video recording to Google Drive. And so what you're seeing here is my desktop. Here's something that's really interesting is we're going to go and actually create the description for this using ChatGPT. So if I come over to chat, you'll see I've actually preloaded this with a prompt. It says, I'm going to play the audio of a video. Please create a LinkedIn video post from the transcript up to 3,000 characters, start with a title and strong hook, and so forth. And so then it's prompting me to, of course, go ahead and play or paste the transcript here. And so this is actually really powerful in that it allows me to be able to get and to find a way to get the transcript to feed into Chatty. I just dictate the thing. And so I'm going to come down to the bottom of my Chat GPT screen and hit the dictate button. Get nervous on camera? Here's a quick mindset shift. Before you hit record, ask yourself, what do I love about the work I do? When you speak from that place, from passion, from purpose, your nervous system calms and your energy lifts, and people listen. That's not performance, that's presence. And it's the real key to camera confidence. Really interesting to see how you can use the dictation, though, to get, you don't have to worry about having the word to word transcript. So let's go ahead and create a video post from that. The thing in chat will give me a title. Um, so it's asking me if I want a shorter version that's snappier for quick scrollers, and I might say, yes, I do actually. So yes, and we'll hit that, and so I like that. And so this can be used. We'll copy this to the post as soon as we get done with a couple other things over at LinkedIn. And so right now, again, we're still recording this section on the vMix. And so I'm going to go now to, we'll just double check that. Everything seems to be recording and it's all good. So let's go to here and go to my LinkedIn and create a post. And so that's how we would do it then. You'll go to your LinkedIn profile and click create a post. And before I do the what do you want to talk about is what the description would be. But let's go down lower left, add media. And it should be in my downloads from today. See, there's downloads. And so here's the video. I'm going to click the video and hit open. And that's going to start this process of uploading it. Okay. And you'll see actually the image, I believe you'll agree that the thumbnail I chose is better than this. But here, there's a couple of things. This is sort of straightforward, but necessary to do. Under there, as the video is loading, click on captions and do add auto captions and turn it off. Okay. I don't want auto captions because we've already created much nicer looking ones in our work. And then the thumbnail is add a video thumbnail, and I can go to this image from today that's in my downloads that I transferred over to Google Drive, and I'm hit open for that. And so I'm going to add. So watch this. I think that's much more exciting. And then it adds the play button. And so then next is come back up here now. Interestingly enough, you can't after you've posted, you cannot after you've posted the video, you can't change the thumbnail, but you can edit the what do you want to talk about. But let's go over and in chat just grab this um, Control C and go back to LinkedIn and I just hit B to copy it. And again, there's another thing with LinkedIn. You don't actually get to do like bold or anything, but you can get certainly line breaks if you wanted to just make that one line break. But then remember, only the first couple of lines are what you see before it goes to whatever. And so post is actually the end of our process here. I'm going to hit post, and it's going to take a moment. It'll tell me that it's working on it, and we'll come back after it's done that. And so we have a successful upload and creating of the thumbnail and the description. It's all right there in my LinkedIn activity. Isn't that great? So you can see the what we're doing. And so congratulations. That's excellent. And that's a finished LinkedIn post.